Naruto vs Sasuke at the end of part 1 is a phenomenal fight. In this video, I plan to analyze all the details that make this fight so good. I'll only be covering the canon parts. There are 4 qualities that make this fight so legendary. The first quality this fight has is martial arts. There's brawling, and then there's boxing. Brawling is where two characters are engaged in close quarters combat, but the order of the attacks are interchangeable due to the position of the characters resetting after each attack. I don't count this as strategy. Boxing is when the position of the characters after each attack matters and plays a role in the action-reaction dynamic. These are the terms I'll be using to distinguish the different types of CQC for the foreseeable future. A perfect example is Sasuke vs Kakashi in chapter 7. I have a video on flow and combos where I analyze this. The summary is that the positions of the characters matter in each attack. Naruto vs Sasuke has a lot of action as boxing. In 2:19, Naruto runs up to Sasuke and punches. Sasuke dodges and from that position, kicks Naruto with the appropriate foot. That's boxing. But it doesn't stop there. Naruto immediately counters by creating a human chain of clones to swing back around and return the kick to the face. That's strategy and great choreography. The fight comes back in 2:26 as they clash fists. Sasuke dodges to the side, which causes both fighters to move past each other. From that position, he robs Naruto of a kunai, continues moving down with his momentum, and turns to throw the knife. Naruto quickly counters with a shuriken. That's boxing. In 2:29, Naruto smacks Sasuke down before jumping. From the down position, Sasuke fires a projectile at his opponent in the air, who counters and sends him into the water. Boxing appears again in 2:30 when Sasuke places his fist in Naruto's predicted route to hit him. In 2:31, Naruto attacks from behind, which Sasuke dodges, but then he shapeshifts his cloak into another arm to attack. In 2:32, Naruto attacks Sasuke, but Sasuke blocked with his wing, and from that position, he swipes the fox away, injuring one of his arms. The second quality is the power-ups. The power-ups in this fight are spectacular. At this point, the two don't have that many moves, but they do have power-ups. Each transformation comes with specific abilities for their situation, which makes it count as a strategy. Additionally, the way the power-ups are activated back and forth allows the tides of the battles to swing, keeping the fight refreshing. Furthermore, the power-ups are connected to the character's mental state or character development, which is a synthesis of character and power-up, which I've said is a poetic feature that enhances a story in another video. Sasuke is the first to power up with his curse mark stage 1. It's brought about from Sasuke's desire to actually eliminate his friend. This gives him enhanced speed. In 2:29, Naruto enters his initial Jinchuriki form, changing the tides. This form is connected to his anger at Sasuke's current decisions. Naruto gained healing, which he needed from the hole, and he got a speed and power boost, closing the speed gap and making his own gap. The speed gap is primarily used in the water. At the end of the chapter, Sasuke awakens his full sharingan, which is tied to his character arc of learning to respect Naruto as an equal. This increases his perception and allows him to see Naruto in slow motion, eliminating the speed gap. Sasuke's eyes allow him to dodge Naruto twice. Naruto's determination to stop Sasuke in 2:30 unlocks his one-tailed chakra cloak, which gives him shields, speed, power, and a manipulatable cloak. He becomes too fast and unpredictable for Sasuke to react to. Sasuke's desperation to win in 2:31 forces him to use his full curse mark power, which he doesn't know the consequences of. This gives him strength and defense on or above Naruto's level. The third quality is the strategy. Boxing and power-ups count as strategy, but I want to look at the strategy outside of these two. The first is Naruto's human chain. This is epic, and I'm disappointed the anime removed it. It was such a clever use of shadow clones that took advantage of his current position. Sasuke takes advantage of his superior speed a few times in the fight. I like that Kishimoto remembers how fast Sasuke is supposed to be. His speed was shown against Haku, and amplified against Gaara after copying Lee. In 2:19, he used his high speed to land a surprise attack on Naruto. In 2:26, Naruto saw Sasuke use chidori, and countered with rasengan. This was smart because he knew that was his best counter to the jutsu. In 2:27, Sasuke launches a clever play. He shoots fireballs to make Naruto jump. He can't dodge in midair, so he uses his speed to catch up and kick Naruto while he's in midair. Sasuke using 2 out of his 3 chidoris shows that he was really trying to end the fight. In 2:28, Naruto is revealed to have moved the direction of the attack to avoid his heart. When Sasuke gets knocked back in 2:28, he shoots fire at Naruto, who's in the air and can't dodge, as established earlier, but Naruto counters it with a roar, pushing the Uchiha underwater. Then Naruto uses his faster pace to beat him up underwater. In 2:30, Sasuke's full Sharingan allows him to not use his curse mark, which drains chakra. Naruto has the strategy of letting Sasuke think he's beaten the real one, when it's actually a clone, and sneaking behind to attack, but Sasuke counters with his newfound clairvoyance. In 2:31, Naruto tries to use his speed to blindside Sasuke, but the latter catches him. When Sasuke realizes he's outmatched in close range, he uses flames from a long range, but Naruto's cloak shields him. Sasuke tries to stay in long range, but Naruto reveals his cloak can handle long range too. He also uses his chakra arm to grab Sasuke from a distance and reel him in for a punch. With both of them on their last legs in 2:32, they decide to use their strongest attacks. The fourth quality this fight has is the emotions. Most of part 1 has built up this duo's friendship and rivalry. The entire arc was built off the back of Sasuke's decision stemming from envy and desire for power, so this fight is the climax of all of that setup and character work. But on top of that, This fight includes great inner monologues and dialogues to enhance the emotions of the battle. Flashbacks help too. Presentation and execution is an underrated part of fights. I never paid much attention to how much they impacted fights. If you removed all the words and flashbacks from this fight, it wouldn't be as cool to me. In 225, Sasuke says that Naruto is his closest friend and that he has to kill him. The Itachi flashback is where this idea came from. This is tragic because Sasuke is valuing the power to beat Itachi over his friends. Naruto asking why makes it sadder. In 226, Sasuke reiterates that both of them actually want to fight before declaring that he'll kill Naruto. He proves it by activating his strongest jutsu, which Kakashi said he should never use on a friend due to its lethality. This is when Naruto says he's going to beat Sasuke and drag him home. Naruto's hard-headedness will come up later. In 227, while the rivals are clashing, Naruto monologues about their friendship with some flashbacks, heightening the emotions. After the clash, Naruto monologues about how Sasuke was really trying to kill him, while Sasuke is strategizing. The flashback of his chidori stock per day, combined with him coming up with a plan, creates anticipation for his next attack. One thing to note is that Sasuke keeps calling Naruto a loser. This will change by the end. Naruto has more monologues and flashbacks while getting pummeled. The monologue gives insight into how he looked up to Sasuke, who's currently trying to kill him, and then his emotions synthesized with his power-up. As he starts getting mad that his closest friend is trying to kill him, he enters the red chakra form. There's another flashback of when they first met, before showing Sasuke's hand through Naruto's chest. Great juxtaposition. The Itachi flashback of him saying that he has to kill his closest friend to get the Mangekyo amplifies the scene where Sasuke begins to strangle Naruto. There's another brief flashback of the duo, before Naruto fully transforms, enhancing the scene. Naruto reinforces his hard-headed stance. Naruto replying to "What are you?" with "Your friend" is cinema. Even after all that, he still considers him a friend. The bone-breaking quote reinforces Naruto's stance. The reason I keep bringing up his stance is due to the philosophical argument, which is tied to the emotional stakes. Naruto believes he understands Sasuke because they both don't have families, but Sasuke believes that Naruto can't understand him because he was alone to begin with. He never knew his family. Great writing. Naruto's inability to actually relate to Sasuke prevents him from talking him out of it, like with his previous opponents. Naruto's response to Sasuke is also emotional, and the flashbacks add to that. And then Sasuke's response is even better. He puts on his headband, which is a sign that he sees Naruto as an equal, which is established in their first fight, and it allows him to gain the 6th and final Tomoe, a power-up tied to a character arc. Naruto has more monologues paired with the kyuubi. Sasuke's flashback when he sees the red cloak hypes it up. Sasuke's desperation synthesizes with his final transformation alongside a cold monologue. Before the final clash, Sasuke's dialogue about the setting, a flashback to all their time together, and a visual of Itachi representing the need to kill your best friend, all hype up the final clash. In the end, Naruto chooses to scratch Sasuke's headband to pay off their bet, while Sasuke decides to punch Naruto instead of stabbing him, showing that their bond isn't fully broken. In conclusion, Naruto vs Sasuke is a legendary battle due to 4 reasons. First, there's boxing. Instead of having the hand-to-hand moments be disposable padding, they actually include strategy by having the actions and reactions based on which position each character is in at that time. There is thought put into the most minute movements, making the action thoughtful enough to count as strategy. The fight makes nearly every attack count. Second, the power-ups have specific stat boosts that add to the strategy. They're tied to the emotional state of the combatants, and they keep the fight refreshing, ensuring that the battle never gets stale or repetitive. Third, the characters have good strategy outside of boxing and transforming. Fourth, the speeches and flashbacks create emotional impact, hype, anticipation, and excitement for what's about to happen. It's not a top 5 fight in Naruto based on strategy, but it might be a top 10. Naruto got a lot more tactical in part 2 when the characters had deeper bags of tricks, but in part 1, this is definitely one of the best fights. Kishimoto did his best not to waste any moves and paced the fight excellently. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help me revolutionize the manga industry by buying my manga and spreading the word. All important links will be in the description.